So you're running sound in a live environment. Some sources seem to be extremely quiet, some seem to be extremely loud, and the problem only continues to get worse the more complex the system gets. I want to talk about where did you go wrong and what can you do to fix it. It all revolves around gain structure. So what is gain structure in a live sound environment? Well, if you look at any audio console, whether it's analog or digital, it's going to be the first knob on the top left. If you think about kind of reading a book, you're always going to start with the first sentence, the very top left corner of that book. Well, audio consoles are designed the same way. So you want to look to that top left corner and you're going to see the gain knob. Think of the gain knob as setting the sensitivity of your fader or of any other knobs that come downstream of that. If you're a car person, cars have transmissions. So if you've got the foot all the way on the gas and you're in first gear, that's completely different than having your foot all the way on the gas in fourth gear. That transmission is adjusting the sensitivity or recalibrating the effectiveness of that gas pedal. The gain knob therefore calibrates the effective range of your fader. If you don't have gain structure correct, you may have some faders that are all the way at the top and you're not getting enough out of them, or you may be running some faders down in the dirt, just barely off the ground, and those are not loud enough. Every input into your audio system is going to have kind of an arrival loudness. Maybe a soft singer or a soft-spoken person is going to arrive kind of quiet, whereas the drums, if you're mixing music, the drums are very loud. And so we have to correct those with the gain knob. Mixing audio can be very subjective, especially in a musical environment. You know, it's kind of your opinion of how things sound, but gain is not subjective. It's very objective. And on a digital console, you want to set the gain knob where that input is seeing -18 on the meters. Or if you're on an analog console, that would be 0 on the VU meters. I want to be clear that this has nothing to do with how it sounds. It's not a matter of, oh, does that snare drum sound loud enough to me or quiet enough to me? In fact, when I set the gain, I literally turn the fader all the way down. I PFL the channel or solo the channel, depending on how your console labels that, and I look at my meters. I have a mentor who taught me a long time ago, math has no emotion, and I think the same thing about meters. Meters have no emotion, there's no subjectivity. So if you solo or PFL that input, you've got your meters jumping over here, you want to turn up or down the gain knob until that input is averaging right at that sweet spot, right at that Goldilocks level. This is the first thing I do when I walk up to any console, and I encourage it to be the first thing you do. Whether that console is 32 channels or 48 or 8, the first thing you want to do is go through every input, get an average level coming from it, ask the singer or presenter to speak, the drummer to play, whatever it is, the computer, the music. Get the signal coming in, set that gain knob on every channel. It's the first thing I do. I recommend it be the first thing you do. It'll really set you up to succeed, especially as systems become more complex. If you're mixing monitors or in-ears, all things downstream of this, because everything starts at the gain knob, everything downstream of this in your signal flow is going to be affected by having good gain structure. Gain structure is just one piece in a series of building blocks that it takes to learn how to mix good audio. If you found this helpful, I encourage you, I've got an entire series of content just like this. This is just one of them, and you can have it for free. I'll put a link in the description below. Head to that link, download that whole thing, it's yours. If you liked this video, hit like, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. This has been Gain Structure.